guys, today I'll be showing you how I made this finger licking egusi soup. Everybody that had this soup testified of the Lord's goodness and kindness. You guys, you know I don't need to talk too much. My recipes always speak for themselves. To make this soup, you're going to start by seasoning your already cleaned proteins. Today I'm using some hard chicken, a few pieces of beef, some cow skin, some tripe or shaki, and then some dried fish. You're going to season that with some seasoning cubes. You can add some salt if you want, add in some chopped onions and then some roughly blended peppers. You're going to add in a bit of water and then you're going to stir that thoroughly to make sure that the seasoning is evenly distributed, and you're going to let it cook for a while depending on how hard or how soft your proteins are. I let this cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. If yours is too soft, like if you're using soft chicken, you know you don't have to boil it for so long, and if you're using hard protein, you know that you cook it for longer. I'm going to be toasting my egusi. If you don't know what egusi is, the English name is melon seeds. I'm toasting mine because my egusi has been in the freezer, and so I want to make sure that all my flavors are awake. Although this step is not compulsory, I highly recommend doing this because toasting helps to bring out all the flavors, all the aromas, all the oils, and so that egusi flavor is not lacking. Next, I'm going to be adding in some blended onions. Now, they say that onions traditionally are not supposed to be inside soups, but egusi soup is one of the soups that does not follow this rule. Egusi and onions have a very beautiful relationship. They're a match made in heaven. You're going to add in some water, just a little bit, and you're going to form a thick paste with that. Now, the only time that my fire was on was when I was toasting it. Now, my stove is not on at all, so I'm not cooking this. Now, we're going to set that aside and we're going to check on our proteins or on our meat. My meat is cooked now. I'm going to give that a stir, and I just tested it to make sure that everything was soft, properly seasoned, and how I like it. Now, we're going to get another pot, and into that pot, we're going to add in some palm oil. Now, I can't tell you how much palm oil to use. It depends on your personal preference. If you don't like it, feel free to use something else. And if you like a lot of it, by all means, please go ahead, but just know the implications. Now, we're going to add in some chopped onions. Remember, I told you that onions and egusi are a match made in heaven. Now, that mixture that we made of the egusi with some onions and water, you're going to start spooning it into the palm oil. You're going to make some like lumps like this, and then you're just going to put it into the oil. Now, I know that there are many methods for frying the egusi with the palm oil. Some people make theirs a bit more watery, some fry it dry, some roll it into balls. There are different methods, but this is the way I do mine, and I like it this way. Now, once we have spooned in all of the mixture, I'm going to add in a bit of my meat stock, and then I'm going to cover it and allow it to cook. So the idea is that as it is frying, it is also steaming to make sure that the egusi is properly cooked. Now, I'm going to stir it a bit. If you like your egusi very lumpy, then you don't need to stir it as thoroughly as I'm stirring mine. If you don't mind, like me, if you can eat it anyhow, then you're going to stir it a bit more thoroughly, and then we're going to be stirring it a bit more occasionally. This was the second time I was stirring it, and you can see now it is a bit more fried. Now, I'm going to add in the rest of my ingredients. I'm adding in some chopped peppers and some crayfish. Again, no measurements. Do it as your spirits like. Just do it the way that you like it. And you're going to stir fry it again. We're still frying. We've not added in more moisture. This frying method really helps to bring out all the flavors of egusi, but you need to stir it occasionally so that it doesn't burn. Now, our egusi is properly fried, so I'm going to add in my proteins and the stock. And we'll stir that to make sure that everything is combined and nothing is burning. And you can see that the egusi is beginning to take proper shape now. So if you like your soups watery, at this point you can add in some more water. And if you like yours thick, you can, put in less stock or less water. Then you're going to give it a taste, and I saw that mine needed a few more seasonings, so I added in some more pepper, some palm oil, some crayfish, and some seasoning cubes, and then I'm just stirring it to make sure that everything is evenly distributed, so you don't take one spoon and everything is seasoning or salty. I just left that to cook for a while so that all the ingredients will have time to be friendly and form this beautiful harmony. And you can see that the soup has cooked now because all of the oil has floated to the top. I added in some smoked fish. Of course, it's not compulsory. If you have it, you can add it in. And then I added in some frozen spinach. You can add any leaves of your choosing, or if you don't want leaves at all, feel free to skip this step. I had some frozen spinach, and then I like leaves in my egusi, so I added that in. And once you put in the leaves, the soup is ready. You just give it a good stir, and that's it. Your egusi soup is ready. And you can just tell from the face of this egusi that you are going to need to take off your belt, sit down on the floor, wash your hand to thoroughly enjoy this food. I had mine with some homemade fufu. I'm going to be posting the video very soon. I tried to make fufu from scratch, and it was an experience. And this is how you make the best finger-licking egusi soup. If you've watched this video up till this point, please subscribe, like, and share. And if you try this recipe, I would really appreciate it if you let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.